All right. On January 23rd, 2009, I wrote a song called Some Days No, Some Days Yes. Some days, comma, no, comma, some days, yes. Some days, comma, yes. You had a lot to say about it when it started. You had much less to say about it when we parted. And now the palpitations of my heart, yeah, don't match the pound of steps as you bartered away. And now lost love takes us out uncharted into a sea of fishy people quickly darting. I wanna tell you and beg your pardon, but really what did we do but hearted anyway? Oh, oh. And then some days yes, and then some days yes, and then some days no, and then some days no, and then some days yes, and then some days yes, and then some days no, no, no. My mother taught me how to pray for us. My instincts show me what was preying on us. The line between what's easy and our patience might just be so simple that it delays us. Out in the New Year's potent vibration, I found a new sense of oration. It's not pretend, it's just pure imagination. The walls always disappear on our vacation, you know. And then some days no, and then some days no, and then some days yes, and then some days yes, and then some days no, and then some days no, and then some days yes, yes, yes. And then some days no, and then some days no, and then some days yes, some days yes, and then some days no, and then some days no, and then some days yes, yes, yes. All right, so I sing. You had a lot to say about it when it started. You had much less to say about it when we parted. And now the palpitations of my heart, yeah, don't match the pound of steps as you barted away. Nice little Bart shout out there. And now lost love takes us out, uncharted, into a sea of fishy people, quickly darting. I want to tell you and beg your pardon, but really what did we do but harden? I like this one. And then some days no, and then some days no, and then some days yes, and then some days yes, and then some days no, and then some days yes, and some days no, 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 or some combination thereof. I kind of freestyle a little bit. Raw dog the lyrics a little bit. My mother taught me how to pray for us. My instincts show me what was preying on us. The line between what's easy and our patience might just be so simple that it delays us. Out in the New Year's potent vibration, I've found a new sense of oration. It's not pretend, it's just pure imagination. The walls always disappear on our vacation. And then some days no, and then some days no, and then some days yes, and some days yes, and some days no, and some days no, and some days yes. All right. On Monday, we'll take care of the two songs that we'll miss over the weekend when we're all effing off. And those two songs are 20 Days and Thou Sands. It looks like it says thousands, but it's Thou, comma, Sands. So it's like, Thou, Sand. And then Monday, we're going to get Automatic Love, which is one of my favorites that I've ever written. And I got to sing it at my best friend Nicholas Hubbard's either wedding or like the night before the wedding, and I feel like I super boffed it. I think there was a talent show. I think that's what it was, and I feel like I super boffed it, which is kind of perfect. But anyways, I'll try to super boff it on Monday. So yeah, then we're approaching the end of January. Whoa, mama, whoa papa, whoa uncle, whoa aunt. So yeah, that's it. Have the best weekend ever yet. Okay? Just have the